Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So today you see me with a Tachikaze deck right here. So today is not about a fight video, but more on a idea about Tachikaze, because as you know, the new rules should be applied by now. That our anger blader will only be limited to one for standard. So there's a lot of people when they see the news, it's like saying Tachi is dead, uh, you can't play the deck anymore, all sorts of things. But of course, part of it is yes, because for the current build that Tech Worlds, we only run 4 Anger Bladers and no other Grade 3s. So by limiting to 1, you are even harder to get to that combo. But at the same time, you still have 1, so as long as you get that 1, even though it's hard, because you probably will want them from your first open 5 hands, or after your mulligan you have it. If not, you probably won't get there. But to me, I don't think it's that much of a problem if you are trying to have fun with Tachikaze. Of course, if you are going to be competitive, you might be switching to other clans. You might be. But I would rather try to make it continue to work, even though, again, it's a hard work. So there's a lot of people, for example, they're saying, should we just put 1 grade 3s and just play with it? That is possible, but I don't think that's ideal, because now you have, let's say if you keep the whole settings with a little bit changes, you still have 3 grade 3 spaces for your creation, so put anything you like. And at the same time, which I will be like showing a deck list that I found online here, some people going back to Gigarex. I think it is okay. And I did check the list, of course. It's quite understandable. Like, you just keep getting more gauges, and you're just trying to put your powers up, and then try to push through. That works too. But I also look at other different builds other than the one that I'm showing now on the screen, and again, I think you should know what this deck is trying to do using Gigarex, using Deathrex, and then put Anger Blader there just that you can use it. I think that's how I see the list. But with this one right here, I'm trying to do something different. So let's go into the deck profile here and see which one you think is better. So of course starter is the same, and then just 1 Gigarex, because I have space now, so I give myself some options. But I don't want to rely on Gigarex, because the build that I'm trying to do is, even it's trying to rush, but I still don't want to deck out myself that fast. So just put 1 if I need it, or if I draw into it, then I will play it that way. If not, then of course I still have an Anger Blader here. So he is just the winning condition that you always have. So if you draw him already, then you just do whatever is usual. And then I'm playing 3 of the Dark Rex. So for people who don't know Dark Rex skill, which is from active skill from Drop Zone, if your Vanguard is grade 2 or higher during the turn, if you have not run any unit, then discard 2 of your gauges. Then this card can write a stand, or you can call him as a rearguard. So this card can superiorite, and since now I'm only running 5 Griffiths right now, the way to secure my ride is important, and I can just keep reusing Dark Rex as long as I have 2 gauges to discard, and then keep opening new exile circles to draw and put more units on the field. And then the second skill with this card is a permanent skill, Vanguard Arega skill. During the battle, this card attacks for each gauge you have, not on this unit, each gauge you have on the field. This unit will get 2k, so he can still hit like, high power numbers if you have put off a lot of gauges. So it's kind of like Skull Dragon, but he can ride. He can do a separate ride, which I think is great. And next, of course, we are still running 4 sweepers. They are still your key heaters and your key unit to save your gauges. As long as you got 3 gauges, it won't be targeted by opponent's effects. But of course, Narukami can still kill it, and Narukami is kind of a meta right now. So, but the thing is, before Anger Blader limits to 1, Narukami is already trying to fight against it, and as long as you place this guy, they will just be targeted from Cho-O. Then you will just have them gone. So this part of the fact didn't change at all. So it doesn't matter if you face a Narukami deck, you just play carefully. If not, you just do whatever you're doing in the past, and I don't see any changes. And then I'm running for this guy just to another way to get gauges, because you call it, you attack the Vanguard, you get gauge. So you just continue to build up your gauges. I don't think it's a bad option still, because you want to keep your sweepers always to have 3 gauges whenever you call it. So still keep. And then for Mega Rex, if you saw my past builds, I kind of don't like Mega Rex in this build, but in the current way of playing, I think Mega Rex is needed because he can get high power as long as he got more gauges, and he draw your cards. And you will see cards that I can make use of Mega Rex skill by eating up one of your own, which is Bright Tops. Like in the old build, I don't run this at all because the way that I play the deck, I won't eat my units basically, or like most time I play them, they just stays there. But my friends know what I'm playing, so they will just probably keep it there because they don't want me to take advantage. But now I think it's good to have, because you want to have your key parts, which you can always try to put something here, and he can stock up 2, and when he dies counterblast him, you can take up to 2 cards from your gauges under this card. So he help you save stuff, and if by chance you get your Anger Blader under this, you just find a way like Mega Rex to kill it, and there you go, you get your Anger Blader. So more ways to maintain your stock and trying to fight faster. Then for great runs, I'm still running this guy because he's, well, another like kind of sweeper and still strong. But since I'm not running that much Anger Blader now, I need to be very careful with this guy. And since I'm only running 5 Great Freeze, the soul that I have will not be that much compared to builds like with 6, with 8 Great Freeze, 7 Great Freeze. Those will be a lot more. But whenever I rewrite, I can still find a way to soul blast the Dark Rex in the soul. Then I can reuse Dark Rex to like rewrite, call again if I need him to be attacker, whatever I need. And well, this guy, just because he can help you get gauges, he can get you power. Again, gauges is important in Tachikaze in this build, so still here. And of course, Savage Trooper, just like Sweeper but without the protection effects. So I do think he's still needed. Just in case your Sweepers are gone, then at least you have something else to fight with, because Mega Rex requires a counter blast in order to gain power, but he doesn't. And for this little Rex, just like Brighttops, store your gauges and a way to find your pieces and let these guys die so that you can get your pieces. Then back to triggers. I'm still running 6 crits, 6 draws, and 4 heals. So I don't see the trigger dialing up needs to be changed, because I still want to draw my combo pieces, and sometimes if I want to push harder I reach a crit. So this ratio is still fine. The main problem is I don't get to restand that much right now, so I just need to always keep my hand size big so that I can put my full board, swing, let them die, so put up a field again and swing again. So basically that's the deck list and that's the idea. So I think I show how it works already, but I do want to hear what you guys feel about the new rule changes, even though it's up for quite a while. But I have to say the list did hit me for a little, because I play Narukami, so Cho is limited, but I'm not that affected. This deck affects a lot, of course, I'm not going to lie, but then it gives me a good time to rethink of what other possibility this deck can do. That's why I came into this current build, which I think I like it. And of course I'm going to try other builds as well, for example, which I'm going to show here again, the Giga Rex focus build with Death Rex again. I'm going to try that, and then I'm still going to try maybe a more grade 3 version of this, but I need to look at the ratios because I don't want to continue use Brighttops. I think it will be useful, and of course Reapers I can't take it away right now, maybe -1, but I try not to. But using like less grade 3s allows me to have more rooms for grade 2s and grade 1s, which to me I think is a better idea with this deck, because you want to get your grades on time. Of course, like grade stock still happens, but with this build is you have a lower chance to let that happen, and as long as you try to put a Dark Rex into your drop zone, you don't need to care about riding grade 3s. So yeah, that's it for this deck profile, and well, I might take some time before I can actually take more fight videos right now, because the coronavirus here in Hong Kong is still trying to reduce the motivation of getting out, so my friends are not always getting out, I'm not always getting out. But whenever I get a chance to get out and play with them, then I will see if I can capture more videos. I do actually have some stocks, but they're not on Gear Chronicle, not on Angel Feathers, because I don't get a chance to record those yet. It will be like Narukami versus Himiko Genesis, which I might put that up as well, but I will see. And maybe I will try to do some Vanguard Zero videos as well. That part I'm not too sure yet, because I try not to spend a lot on that, because I've been spending on, for example, real cards. I have been spending on other mobile games, which just passed the anniversary, so I still need some time to save money. But again, you might see me actually put some up in the future. But do let me know if you want to see the Genesis versus Narukami fight. If you do, then I will likely put that up as well. Or maybe if I get a chance to record Gear Chronicles, record Angel Feathers, then I'll put them up as well. Or maybe even try to do a deck idea video, because I don't play any of those clans. So yeah. Again, just let me know your thoughts on this build, or how you think Tachikaze should go before we get another wave of support, which I have no idea when. And before that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Signing off.